Okay, guys, we are live. Go ahead and do the introduction. I'll let you guys do it this time.
All right, Jay and the Panda.
What's up?
That's his new Panda move. He's got
Yes.
one now.
Mm-hmm.
Live, live Google Hangout chat with our very special guest, Andrei the Pitbull Arlovsky. Andrei, what's up?
That's
Sound
it.
like a fucking poodle.
Yeah, like, it is
Not
like a,
not like a fucking pit bull.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Man, I was
Try it
working-
again. Try it again.
Better,
That's better. One more shot.
much better. More bass.
He's got something.
Andrei should do it his butt. Andrei, why don't you do the original?
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
All right, let's kick it off. So this is the live video chat for Arlovsky.com, and we are waiting for Andrei to get home. He's running a little bit late, so in a minute or so he'll disconnect and go ahead and reconnect once again when he's back in front of a computer on a much better connection.
Yeah.
The reason we're doing this chat again is because the first time we didn't give a lot of heads up notice, and our unique and most creative talent of the entire show was not able to make it. So this time we're doing our official May live video chat, and this time we have something to celebrate. So what do you guys think about the fight? I want to get your opinion.
It was amazing.
It had me standing up in my living room.
Yep.
I was cheering the whole way. I mean, it was an exciting fight. Every minute of it, it was great.
Yeah, did a great
Great
job,
fight.
man. Yeah, I mean, kept the intensity going. Just went out there fighting. It's it's been a long time since I seen a fight like that, especially like a heavyweight man. It's really exciting, and it kept you on your toes. Definitely, you didn't know which way it was going, especially when Travis caught him with that right and kind of made you do a little spin on your knee there, and then you got right back up and
Right back up, yeah.
when you finished him with that the uppercut and the cross, man, that was legit.
Yeah, it was nice. But then it was just it was good to see the I guess the form you were in, Andrei. I mean, like back to the old you, if you want to say it that way, whatever. Just on the attack, patient, didn't rush through it, picked your shots, and man, were they pinpoint too. It was
man.
Yeah, it was a great fight.
And then, like I said, like I was telling you earlier, I love your what was it, back fist cross move.
Overhand right, back fist, overhand right again.
Yeah.
So just be clear. Yeah.
What was it called?
Say it again.
Overhand right, back fist, overhand right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
see,
Overhand
right,
Oh,
back
sorry.
fist,
Yeah.
overhand right.
Yeah. Thank you.
I like that.
I'm gonna pick that one up and use it. I'm gonna use that in my fight in July, Arlovsky.
Good.
So guys, one of the things that I wanted to chime in on is were you guys, you're super fans, I'm a super fan, there's a lot of, but none of us knew there was any kind of chaos going in the background, right? Were you aware that there was an issue with Andrei medically before the fight?
No. We
No.
didn't know that until the end of the fight about his calf. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I
do
heard
you-
about it after the fight. They definitely kept that one a secret.
Dana White commented on it today, I think I saw on the news, where he's saying that it was super impressive that 2 hours before the fight, none of us knew whether Andrei's gonna fight or not, or whether the fight would be called off.
Oh wow. That was crazy. So what was going through your mind, Arlovsky, when you found out like your knee? I mean, not your knee, injury. What was going through your head?
I thought, honestly, I was like really scared because I thought for sure they're gonna cancel my fight, they're gonna suspend me, but thank God everything went really good, and doctors actually helped me like on Friday, whole day Friday, Saturday, and I was be able to fight, and I'm very happy.
Cool.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Well, it shows your warrior spirit too, because they talk about it when Dana found out about it and he approached you or whatever else, and he was kind of asking you fight or no fight, and immediately you're like, no, I'm fighting.
Oh.
And
No, it's actually,
the
actually, let's put it this way. Here's a guy came to my dressing room and told me, "Oh, Dana, I want to talk to you," and I was so scared, I said, "What the fuck? No way he's gonna cancel my fight." I came to his room. It was Fertita was there, some other guys, and Dana told me, "Hey, listen, I just want to make sure you're gonna fight." I said, "Are you fucking serious, Dana? Come on, of course I'm gonna fight. You just call me for this one." And he kind of like smiled. He shook my hand, and I came back to my dressing room. Yeah, but in the beginning I was really scared.
So what's the diagnosis on the calf now? Like what's what we got to do?
I have no idea. It's still like hurt, but Monday I'm gonna do MRI yeah, I'm gonna find out what's happening.
Andrei, how do you feel physically?
Did you get Eric to rub it?
How do you feel?
No, thank you. I don't like when a guy touch me, so I'm good.
Andrei, how do you feel physically? Any issues? Anything hurts?
No, I mean like if talking about the body, my right fist like a little bit hurting. It's still swollen. But emotionally, of course, I'm good. My calf, but everything fine. Everything good, and of course I'm very happy, and of course everything great. Except that I fought my friend, and it's still kind of bad feelings, but fight it's fight, and of course that fight, and especially victory was very important for me, and I'm good.
You know, I think it spoke volumes of directly after the fight of both of you as martial artists, because you approached Travis and apologized. But his response to you immediately was, "Don't ever apologize."
Yeah, just you're doing your job.
And so to show when I speak about the warrior spirit, it comes down to that martial artist thing of the respect for each person, win or lose, whatever. And I thought that spoke volumes to both of your character in that moment right there. I thought it was great.
Yeah, but yes, but I still like I mentioned before. I felt Andrus, come on. I felt like I punched my really dear person, and of course I did my job, and I hopefully no hard feelings, but he's still my friend, and I hope it was first and last time when I fought my friend. So.
Right. One of the questions we have in the chat room, and guys, feel free to submit all your questions into the chat room as well, for anybody on the chat. But we have Elise Sadat. Andrei, we did not see your new mouthpiece in the fight. Tell us about that. What happened?
No, it's supposed to be. I didn't. I had my old mouthpiece for the fight. I just had a new mouthpiece for weigh-ins and for walk to the octagon. But I had some hard feeling, hard time to take it out mouthpiece after weigh-ins. That's why I decided don't put a new one when on my way to the octagon. So it was a little bit, but yeah, crack spot that he has to do some more work. He has to fix it, but yeah, maybe next time.
No problem. No problem. A lot of people were excited to see that. Andrei, another quick question is. Could you have imagined a few years ago that you'd be back in the position that you are today as a top heavyweight contender? I mean, you're currently ranked as number 5.
Four. Come on, guys.
4.
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah.
Top 5, but number 4. You're right. So how do you feel? Do you feel like it was meant to be?
I mentioned before, deep inside, I knew I'm gonna come back in the UFC sooner or later, and the reason I'm back in the UFC, of course, I wanna be a champion again. I wanna be the best fighter on the planet, and I will do everything possible for this. But you're right that the less than a year from not top 2025, I became number 4 right now, and of course, I'm very happy and very excited, and thanks a lot to my coaches.
Hey guys, and Andrei, this is a question to all of you. What do you guys think of the top 5 people in the UFC right now? Well, really, top 3.
What you got? Kane still listed as the champ.
UFC soon later, and the reason I'm back in the UFC, of course, I want to be.
There's somebody who's doing this video coming back in. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the was it who's 3? Stipe is 3 right now. Is that right?
Yeah.
He's 1 above Andrei. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes. Stipe Miocic, Junior Dos Santos, Verdum, and Velasquez.
Yeah, I think it's spot on except for Stipe. I don't think he's. I don't know that he. I don't
earned
know
that spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he's won some good fights and everything, but I'm not gonna say that.
I would say
I would put Arlovsky
I would
over
say,
Stipe.
yeah, I would. I've just earned that spot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to be like
He-
who
he-
has he fought. I mean, he
he
did fight
beat-
Mark.
he beat an out of shape Mark
Yeah,
Hunt.
yeah. I mean,
Good job.
but I mean,
But
honestly, I don't think he should be above Arlovsky.
yeah, and so that's where my disagreement in the rankings are right now is with Stipe Miocic.
But I do think you should get a shot though. At the wrestling. Why not?
Andrei, what do you think of the top 3 guys above you, individually?
They tough, you know, and I'm fine with number 4 right now at this moment, and if I need to prove, you know, if I need to prove someone to be number 3 or number 2, or, of course, in the best case number 1, I'm ready. I mentioned before I still have a few more years in the UFC, and I still feel like great. I still have that fire in my eyes. Great coaches, great sparring partners, and ready to go. Like Nike, just do it.
Andrei, talking about Nike, there's a Reebok question out there.
The transition to a Reebok question of the Nike slogan.
Yeah, what is your opinion of the Reebok deal?
At this moment, I would love to have make comments, and we'll see.
You want me to make them for you, Andrei? Because I'll do it.
What are your opinions of the Well, first of all, what do you know about it? Why don't we break it down?
We had one meeting about Reebok deal before, right before the fight, right before the weigh-ins, but I didn't talk yet about Reebok proposal and everything with my manager, with my lawyer, but hopefully it's going to be next week, and maybe after a week I can give like more details, I can give my opinion, so, but not at this moment.
What about you guys? What do you guys think about the Reebok deal?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs down. I think
2 thumbs down. The milk is gone bad.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of it. I think I mean, it doesn't really help like some of the guys that have been in the game a little bit longer or just came back. I don't know does it count for every single fight you've had in the UFC, or does it just count since you've been back?
Anything in Zuffa.
Anything in Zuffa, right?
Anything in Zuffa. So all of his past. If anybody from Strikeforce or WEC, if their fights count and they don't count Andrei's, that's
Oh, okay.
Well, Andrei uses language, so I'm saying that's fucked up.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you look at some guys that, I mean, they're making what, $5,000?
Yeah, with $2,500. Some guys are making
$2,500.
$2,500, and you know, like I said it on a show that Sam and I did, you know, outside of our hangouts. My thing is, I almost feel like there's something hidden in the weeds that we don't know about yet.
Yeah.
I feel like they brought it out like fighters are only making $2,500, and somehow or another, there's gonna be something they release soon that lets them know how much more they're making. Because I mean, I don't see fighters making just $2,500 and staying.
Yeah. Hey, someone turn down your audio.
Yeah, I muted up, guys. No problem. Chris, I think he had his volume coming back into the chat.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, it's not a great deal, even for newcomers. You know.
So I want to throw this out there, guys. We have actually somebody really cool who we haven't seen for a while. Christian, are you in?
I'm in. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. This is our very first contest winner.
Christian.
.com.
How's it going?
Oh, what's up?
What up, Christian?
Long time no see, guys. How you doing?
Yeah, we're
good. Good. So, Christian, why don't you tell us a little bit about your contest so people can get like a little bit of an intro of who you are?
Oh man, my contest was back in the day. I believe it was 2009, and I had to do a sorts of workout video that was simple and understandable, and then all the folks on Arlovsky.com voted for the winner, and I was fortunate enough to be that man. So I was flown down to Chicago by Andrei Arlovsky, and Eric took good care of me. We did all sorts of stuff. Did a workout with Tim Allegretti at his gym back in the day, and that it killed
He
me.
make you puke. He make you puke.
I did have to go to the bathroom and rehydrate.
This is why you haven't entered any more contests.
It's well, no, I give the chance to others to also have that kind of a fan experience because it was amazing. And the one thing Andrei remembers about me is that the workout almost made me puke. So I guess that's something to be proud of.
No, we definitely had an awesome time, and it was cool to see somebody. You know, you see all your fans, Andrei's fans, online, but then to see somebody in person and obviously be able to go hand in hand. And speaking of contests, we actually have another contest running on Orlovsky.com. Andrei is going to autograph 3 random T-shirts purchased in the next hour. If anybody wants to get a T-shirt on Orlovsky, this is the best time to get it because any shirt that you purchase may get signed by Andrei himself. So that should be cool. Christian, did you have a question for Andrei while you're on?
I have several, really, but the one that's concerning me the most right now, Andrei, is I've read, and I joined, I guess, about 10 minutes late. I don't know if this has been addressed, but something's wrong with your shoulder. You got a shoulder injury. Is that serious, or is that 6 months really gonna go full?
I'm gonna have on Monday. I'm gonna check my left shoulder, my right calf, my right fist, but hopefully everything's gonna be fine. And that's it.
Okay, so the 6 month is precaution. That's not definite that you'll be out for 6 months.
Oh no, of course not. No, I'm
Okay.
fine.
Great. I got worried.
I just I told them that I have some some pain, but I'm sure they're not going to suspend me. So.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see stuff like that, and it's right after a fight. And if a fighter speaks about something that hurts, their first thing to do is put a 6-month hold, but with doctor clearance.
Yeah.
It just makes sure the fighter goes and gets checked out.
Yeah.
And then they'll get cleared and they're good. I mean, it's Andrei Arlovsky crying out loud.
Yeah.
That's correct. It just he had a shoulder injury before, so I was concerned that you'd have to go under the knife again or something, but hopefully not.
No.
And don't spread that voodoo. What are you doing?
Yeah, don't even speak it into existence.
What are you doing?
Who let this guy on the show?
Any questions before we jump to Chris, who just joined us as well? Christian, did you have another question?
Again, Eric, I'm going to hurt it.
Sorry. Do you have any other questions, Christian?
No, go for it. Go ahead to Chris. Give him a chance.
Totally. I'll come back to you again. Hey, Chris.
All right.
Welcome to the show. Let me just unmute you real quick. 1 second. Can you hear us? Okay, 1 second. I think I muted him.
Yeah, he's muted.
Let's do this. Look. Try unmuting yourself, Chris. It should be on your screen.
Hello. I can't hear you, Chris.
Everyone, this is Chris's left eyeball.
Yes.
You can see you, but we can't hear you.
I know you can hear us, but we can't hear you, man. So try to unmute.
So I'll ask Chris this question for him. So we're gonna go eat hot dogs now, Arlovsky?
Hot dog?
Chicago style hot dogs?
Definitely when I'm in Chicago, yes, but not anytime soon.
I'm going to ask Chris to go ahead and reconnect, and if he reconnects, we'll let him in right away. In the meantime, Christian, did you have a question?
Right.
Another question?
You have another person. Just give him.
Yep. Okay. Andrei, did you have a question for Andrei? Everybody's shy today for some reason. All right, I'll kick it back to you guys.
What's going on?
Speak up.
Hopefully, Chris will reconnect again. We'll let him in.
So, Andrei, right now, when you're waiting for all these MRIs and everything I do, what do you have planned in celebration of your win and your move up? You moved up, what, 5, 6 spots up the rankings?
4.
Is that right?
4
spots?
Yeah.
4 spots up the rankings. I mean, that calls for karaoke, my friend.
Yeah.
Karaoke, man.
Russian pop karaoke. And lots of vodka.
No, you know what? Actually, I had the idea. I thought I'm gonna be like really fucked up right after the fight, but I bought a glass of beer at the arena, and I even like didn't finish all my glass. You know, Andrei, папа разговаривает, тихо. And at that night, after the fight, I just had maybe a couple more bottles of beer, and that's it. Just don't want to drink right now. I will wait. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrei, we've got a question in the chat room from Ryan Sovek, who says, how do you feel MMA is right now compared to the time around the UFC 50? Do you see a big difference in terms of the well-roundedness of the fighters, and how does the UFC feel to you then and now?
Probably not really big difference between 130 UFC events, but I don't know, but definitely I still like I was excited, and I was very happy to compete again in the UFC, and it was a good victory. I think I still have some problems with my performance, with my technique, but now I'm just don't want to think about the fight. When I'm gonna come back to Albuquerque, we're gonna sit down with Greg Jackson. We're gonna talk, and we're gonna do some homework, and I'm sure next fight I'm gonna be better.
Andrei, you mentioned that during our last live video chat that you felt like you didn't do everything correctly. Can you be more specific? What do you think it was not done correctly in your opinion? Because it looked like an exciting fight. All your shots were quick. You kept that knee in instead of jumping in and you know, taking the chance to throw that knee again. What do you think you did incorrectly?
No, actually, it was a good idea that I did throw a knee because if you're gonna watch fight again, I throw like right knee, and I did kind of step back and I sit down because it was like so like sharp pain in my calf, and I was scared because right before the fight, the referee told me it doesn't matter how you're gonna perform, I just gonna if I'm gonna see you that you have some pain in your leg, I'm gonna cancel the fight, and I was so scared, you know, and that's why. I thought it's a good idea that don't throw knees anymore and just like try to strike with Travis, and it was not a bad idea. But I'm sure I still have a lot of work. For example, my left hand was so low. I didn't move much my left to like I supposed to, and how I practiced. But overall, it was a good performance.
Very cool. I want to let Jared in real quick. Hey, Jared.
Hey, Jared. Hey, Jared. Hey, Jared.
Yeah, it took a little while.
Is that Jared Williams?
Did you have a question for Andrei?
That was a struggle. I did. 2006. You know, this was a battle going back and forth between him and Silva, Tim Sylvia with the belt, and then you know, there was a little fall off there with 3 or 4 fight losses, but it wasn't like he was off the scene. He just was outside of the UFC. Do you feel like that there's an argument that potentially this for you is maybe the best comeback story the UFC has ever seen, maybe even mixed martial arts?
I would love to think in this way, but at this point I want to say thank you very much to Dana White, who back in 12 months ago, who believed in me. He gave me a second chance, and hopefully now they're thinking that they did the right thing to resign me again, and I'm just can promise one thing: I'm gonna prove that it was the right decision, and I want to be better, I want to be champion, and I'm sure. Now, not sure. I want that one day they're gonna think they did the right move, and everything, like everybody gonna be happy.
And I just want to add to that, guys. There's a lot more to the story than just a comeback story. Andrei has not shared every struggle and everything that he's gone through in his MMA career. That I think you guys see some of the video, the training, and all the stuff that he puts out. That's only an inkling of the story that there is to tell. So it'll be really interesting to see if they, if the UFC does the due diligence of a profile about this this comeback story. So it'll be very cool. Do you have another question, Jared?
Go ahead, Sam.
No, I'm just
sorry.
I was saying, UFC you should make a movie, the Orlovsky movie.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Yeah, you should do something with that bonus money you got.
Yeah.
Oh, this check.
Did you have another question before we go to Joe?
Yeah.
No, it was just more of a I guess it's a comment and question, just basically saying, when you were in the cage, did it feel similar to the Sylvia fight where it's one guy gets clipped, another guy gets clipped, it's back and forth, and do you, like, when you're in the cage, do you feel those type of flashbacks in the middle of a fight, or is it different every single time? I just wonder, at this point in your career, with having 30 pro fights, you ever in the cage, like, going, man, this is deja vu?
That's a good question.
No, you know what? It was different, and a big difference was because Travis was my friend, and at that time it seems like he was my enemy. But no, I'm nervous before this fight, and I didn't sleep like well night before the fight, and it's a lot of if. But like I said, I'm very happy that everything went and finished in a good way for me, and I had a great time, and I had a great camp, and hard work that paid off.
Very cool.
Well, congratulations, man! It was an awesome fight to see, and heck of a highlight finish, and to do it against a friend amongst all the adversity you had with the injury before the fight.
Thank you very much.
Hey, we'll go to Joe real quick. Hey, Joe. How's it going?
Eric, good. How you doing, Eric?
Doing good. So, what'd you think of the fight? You're a super fan like the rest of us. What'd you think of it?
I was blown away. I couldn't believe how well Andrei looked in that fight, especially given obviously the problem that he had with his calf that we found out afterwards. But that was honestly probably like one of the best performances, given the opponent, who's like a legit top 5 guy. And I heard Jay and Sam talking about how they'd rank the top heavyweights after, and I'd say the same thing. I'd put Andrei above Stipe only because Stipe beat a Mark Hunt that's out of shape, a little more over the hill, and Andrei beat Travis Brown, who's one of the most relevant heavyweights right now, who took it to some of the best in the division. So congratulations, Andrei. That was a great fight.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey, Joe, did you have a question for Andrei?
I guess I do. I don't know if it's already been asked because I'm a little late joining, but I want to get Andrei's perspective on the heavyweight fight between Verdun and Velasquez to see who he thinks is going to win and how he thinks the fight's going to go down.
I have no idea, but actually I thought today was a fight. Definitely Verdun, he has a good chance to beat Velasquez, but at the same time, I think Velasquez, if it's gonna take him down, he's gonna try to elbow him. He's gonna try to damage him a lot. But if he decided to make a jiu-jitsu match against Verdun, it's probably not gonna be a good idea. But definitely, it's gonna be a very interesting match for me. And actually, I don't know. It's like 50-50, and I was wondering who's gonna be underdog because from my experience, one of my friends, he put 100,000 on me, and he make like about 330. And when we walked to the elevator, one guy, he was drunk. He sat down in a bar. And he said, "Arlovsky, it's you. I lost a lot of money because of you beat Travis." My friend, he took from like 10,000 packs. He took a couple of hundreds. He like smashed like this, and he threw it to his table. Said, "Listen, motherfucker, take this money and buy another drink for you." To be honest with you, it might not sound really right, but he makes me feel good. So, so it was one of memorable fights, moments of that fight. But and continue to talking about Velasquez Verdun. Actually, I'm very interested in what kind of fight's gonna be on that fight. So I might bet.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, once that fight's over and they've kind of established the true heavyweight champion, are you going to talk to Dana and say, "What about me? Can I fight for the title?"
Yeah.
If I will have an opportunity to ask Dana White some questions, definitely I will.
You deserve it, man.
Totally. Andrei, one of the questions that was asked before in the previous live chat, but I didn't want to bring it up at that point. But I think it's important to know. Were you in contact with Travis Brown after the fight? Other than
let's not talk about Travis Brown. It's between me and Travis Brown, and of course I'm sure. I remember when I lost some fights, I was in a bad mood. I was kind of depressed, and I didn't want anyone to talk to me. So
yeah, easy, Eric. Chill out, Eric.
So
it's not my question. Don't shoot the messenger.
Messenger.
The man that want to talk about it.
You're supposed to filter through these chat room questions.
Yeah.
I'm doing. This was an oldie, so I actually filtered it the last time. Jared or Joe, any other questions?
Not right now.
Jared?
Jared can talk forever, so yeah, I'm sure.
No, I'm here to listen this time.
No problem.
Joe, I want to say in the lighting, your forehead looks great.
This. You see the hairline getting pushed back there? It's a little sketch, and it's a little.
That's not cool.
That's nice. That's nice. Hey, it's retro, man. You never know what's going to be in style these days. You never know.
I'm going to do that reverse fade.
Yeah.
All right, let me do a very quick plug. Guys, we've launched a brand new store on Arlovsky.com, brand new designs. All of the designs that you guys purchase during this live video chat, so during the hour, some of them are going to be autographed by Andrei. So it'll be a really cool, memorable gift to be able to get a shirt that you want and then also get it signed by Andrei. And plus, we're going to be working on some really cool designs in the future as well, so look out for those. Andrei, are you wearing one of our shirts as well or no?
At this time?
At this time?
No.
All right. All right. What are your thoughts about McGregor, Andrei? Conor McGregor.
I don't know much about Conor, but I really like comments what make George St. Pierre like a few months ago. He said either McGregor he's like really smart or really stupid. So I don't know. We're gonna find out right after the fight against the champion, but definitely it's gonna be one of the most interesting fight in MMA. So I can't wait. To be honest with you.
Sure.
Andrei, and another question is talk about Jackson's camp. You've spent such a long period of time there. It seems like you've basically got two homes. You've got a home where you live, and you've got a home at the Greg Jackson's gym. How does it feel to be part of that family, and how has it played a part not only in your career but in your life?
No, first of all, when Greg Jackson gave some interview right after the fight, he said saw such a great words about me, and I got, to be honest with you, tears in my eyes. And I want to repeat again, I'm blessed that I have such a nice and great coaches, and of course one of them, Greg Jackson, and I really appreciate that he gave me hope. He gave me a hand after 4 losses, and he kind of big part of Greg Jackson who brought me back right now, and where I'm right now is because of course my hard work, my thoughts, my everything what inside of me, my goals in the future, what in my head, and definitely big thanks to Greg Jackson, the coaches, and I think I want to repeat again, I'm in good hands right now.
One of the things that I don't know if people really get a chance to see a lot of this stuff. I mean, Andrei, here, why don't I show you guys just something really quick? I think you guys will enjoy this. My entire screen and share. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Okay, so obviously there's a lot of stuff there. But here's the stuff that I get from Andrei. I'll give you.
Close that window. Red tube.
Come on, it's not red tube. So this is the kind of stuff. This is just one picture from one of their runs. But there's also a ton of video, ton of stuff that we added that we go through day in, day out. And one of the things that you guys should know is that every single thing that Andrei does, Greg Jackson is right there doing it with him. They're running together through the hills. I mean, all of this, all the stuff you see here, all of this is done as a team and as a family. And there's a lot more to this than you guys ever get to see, obviously, on the web, because we edit a lot of this stuff, and not all of it comes out. I mean, the point, everybody. There's a lot of really, really cool stuff that happens behind the scenes. All right, so I'll stop sharing that and bring it back to you guys. Andrei, another question that was posed by Alex Kulik is, were there any setbacks during your training for this fight? Was there any surprise or anything bad that came out? No. Any setbacks? So anything bad that happened during this during the training for the fight?
No, actually, everything went like smooth. It was great camp. It was first 4 days great in Albuquerque and in Vegas right before the fight. And deep inside, I thought, I don't know, maybe it's my bad mouth or something. I said, wow, it's like everything going like right, everything going great. Like when something's supposed to happen, and fuck. I had great workouts. I almost finished my workout on Thursday, and I asked Said, oh, can you throw like some kicks, some punches? I just want to see my reaction. I want to move. He like throw like 20, 30 kicks, you know, and punches. He's not even touching me with one. And I said, what's up now, guy? And I throw like a lazy front kick, you know. He cut my heel. I just like push him. I step back and like it's like was sharp pain in my leg. I said, "Fuck, what the fuck?" I lay down. They brought me ice, and thanks God that Dina and all guys they were on top of it. They brought like ice. They called right away UFC doctors. They took care of me right away, and I was able to fight and get victory over Travis Brown.
Good stuff.
I'm curious. You say you feel a sharp pain. I know you still have to see the doctor and everything else, but are they giving you an idea? Are they saying what is something like a torn muscle, a strained muscle, possibly a tendon? Do they know?
I have no idea because they told me we have to find out what exactly happened with you, and we need to do MRI. And they wanna take a few hours. I said, no, thank you. I just want. I don't want to spend the whole day at the hospital. Let's do what we can do, make me feel better, and that's it. And we agreed some things. And like I said, I'm gonna have a full medical exam on the Monday.
Yeah, you're gonna be at the doctor's for a while on Monday.
Yeah.
Guys, you broke up a little bit. One more time?
Shoulders, hand. I say he's gonna be at the doctor for a while on Monday. He's gonna get an MRI, like from the neck down. They're gonna MRI shoulders and hand.
No, I think I just going to do MRI for my right leg.
So for the one thing?
Shoulders, yeah, shoulders like it's after surgery, but I had the same problem during whole camp, you know, when I just started, and then day or two it started like bother me, but I think everything fine except I just need to do the MRI for my leg. That's it.
Good. So the stuff that was brought up earlier with was it Christopher? Is that right? Christian?
Mm-hmm.
They had read the article about your shoulder. That's just soreness from before, is what you're saying, and the suspension or whatever they have on you until you get doctor clearances on your calf.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I had surgery on my left shoulder on October 24th last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. It was great recovery. It was great rehab. And when I came to Albuquerque, I got to start like a little bit bother me, but pretty much it's the same pain right now. It's not really pain. It's like some uncomfortable feeling, you know, and nothing more.
Guys, we have another question from Ryan Sovek, who is wondering how many hours do you train a week, Andrei, and how many hours do you spend per discipline, like wrestling, conditioning, BJJ, and striking? Can you give us like a little bit of a preview?
I have the hardest day. It's Tuesday, Thursday. I have 4 or 5 workouts a day, like 4 or 5 hours, and Monday, Wednesday, it's about 4 workouts. It's 4 hours, so it's about how many? Like it's about I would say probably about 20 hours per week I spend in the gym, but it's like intensive workouts. It's very high space, and that's it.
The other
And
question.
actually, a new thing what I did for that fight, I changed schedule a little bit and instead go to the elevate gym for strength conditioning on Tuesday and Thursday. I usually have at 2:30 p.m. I changed for 6 in the morning. Actually, it works great for me because I have between.
Andrei, can you repeat one more time what you changed?
I changed my schedule. Instead of go to the gym for strength condition on Tuesday and Thursday at 2:30, I went like 6 o'clock in the morning, and between classes, between morning class, like Tuesday, for example, or Thursday we have sparrings at 9:30. I usually done by 12, and so from 12 to 5 I have free time just for rest, and that works great for me.
Andrei, looking back in the history, when you did lose those fights, how did you stay motivated? Because one of the things that I'm sure people would want to know, if something doesn't work out in life, something doesn't go your way, or there's something horrible that happens to you. I mean, losing a fight, that's pretty horrible when that's your profession, right? How do you motivate yourself? Like, how did you do it?
The biggest motivation right now it's my little son, and I just need to spend some money for his. It's like a lot of expenses right now. I don't even spend money on myself. I just make happy my son, my wife, and this is the biggest motivation right now for me.
Yeah.
One of the other questions that we had, Andrei, is who do you think is your perfect next matchup? Like, if you were the matchmaker, who do you think is your perfect matchup today? For the fans, for you to train, like all those things combined, who do you think you should fight?
First of all, I can say from all my fans and from UFC, it's not my job. But if, for example, fans decide, actually, I read some comments on Twitter. It's totally up to my fans. It's totally up to UFC, and I'm sure UFC they're not a stupid people. They make right decisions. They make right fights. What's more interesting for fans. So it's at this point, it's up to UFC.
I think they did an awesome job when they matched you up against Travis. That was a fight to remember. So they did a good job there. I'm sure they'll do something great for you in the future.
I got one.
I hope so.
This guy.
Hey, I'm just saying, y'all, you got a lot of similar opponents. Bigfoot Silva, Ben Rothwell, Roy Nelson, Verdum. How about Mark Hunt? I mean, I would have to say that's an exciting fight for the fans. It's one that you guys have been in the game for a long time.
I read some comments about my fans fight against Prokop. It's like you're right. You're absolutely right. It's a lot of at least like 10, 15 fighters. So it's definitely it's plenty of work. So it's good.
I'd love to see the powers that be put
I
down.
think where you
Go ahead, guys.
I think where you've earned your place at now, and we were talking about Stipe earlier. Stipe's on social media screaming, he's next and he deserves his shot and everything else. And I think that's an interesting matchup, which I personally think you win. But I'm kind of an expert living room matchmaker myself. Right? I got a certificate in living room matchmaking.
Yeah, I've been there. I've seen you graduate.
Yeah, he saw me graduate.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not saying anything, but I wouldn't be surprised because I think it'll be a good draw. I think it'll pull. I could see it a main event easy on a card. And because I think everybody's looking right now with your story, Andrei, like you were talking about, and earlier you were saying you hope at some point that maybe Dana White and Lorenzo and everybody and the fans feel like UFC made the right choice. Hey, we're there, brother.
Yeah.
We're there. The choice was that was the correct choice to bring you back.
Yep.
All right, so I think everybody knows that already. But I think that's my prediction. It's gonna be Stipe is gonna be the next thing they throw at you, if it's not the title shot itself.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
We'll see. Might be right. All the time can show. You're right.
Andrei, what do you think? I want to get your opinion about your sponsors for this fight. Can you tell me how you feel about your sponsors? Because it was an interesting story about how.
Eric, I feel great from your words about sponsors, but I still don't. They didn't pay me yet, so I can't answer on this question. But I hope I did a good job for my sponsors. They're happy. If they're happy, they're gonna pay me. If not, they're just gonna owe me some money.
That's true. Listen, what I wanted to share with you guys is there's a process, obviously, that you go through as a fighter with sponsors, right? And sponsors typically, negotiate last minute and all that. But one of the cool things that came out of, this upcoming event, or this past event, sorry, is that these sponsors are really excited about the fact that Andrei is representing them. And I think there's something really cool about that. And when we were talking about the Reebok deal itself, it's great that there's a uniform and all that. There's money being shared with all these fighters. But there's something cool about having a company really back you, really support you, really be excited about the fighter that they're supporting and put their money behind it. Go on social media and say, we're rooting for our fighter. There's something really cool to them. I want to get your take on as fans. What do you guys think about having sponsors, random companies go out there and put their money behind or their feelings, and then having a single, monopoly sponsor like Reebok go in there and say, you know what, we want to share the wealth with everybody.
Well,
Who are you asking?
Everybody. Yeah.
Kind of to the forum.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, because I'll chime in on this in a heartbeat because this whole thing irritates me, and I'm not even a fighter. I just know how it affects the fighters, and it's kind of different when because a lot of people want to throw out the argument and say and kind of compare it to the NFL and all this other kind of stuff, or Major League Baseball, who might have one sports brand sponsor them, but UFC fighters, MMA fighters aren't making like a
multi-million contract.
Well, not even the multi-million-dollar contracts. Like, you got to think about a guy that just makes the practice squad on an NFL team is making about $400,000 a year just to be on the practice squad, and you never see him. He's not your primetime guy. He's not the Tom Brady or whoever else, your Peyton Mannings or whatever else.
Yeah.
He's just a guy that's on the practice squad. He's making $400,000.
Yeah.
Fighters get about 3 fights on average a year, unless you're Donald Cerrone and throwing your hand in the air every chance you get.
Yeah.
And then so if he makes $400,000 a year, he's lucky.
Yeah.
And that's his sponsorships and everything. So I think taking it to one sponsor who's offering this whole big Excel spreadsheet they put together to make it look fancy and pie charts and however else they sold it to make it look like we're going to do well for fighters, and you're offering fighters from $2,500 to the champion makes $40,000.
Yeah.
Nobody's talked about pay-per-view points or anything else yet, so we don't even know if that's out the window or if it's still in play. And then you're going to tell me you're doing good by the fighters? You're riding their backs and doing absolutely nothing. You're a multi-billion-dollar business, and you can't shovel any of that back into the company.
I think the flip side of that is that they thought that they were helping the fighters, those that cannot negotiate or cannot get a sponsorship deal, on their own. But listen, it's a two-side approach. Joe, what are your thoughts on this?
I kind of share the same thoughts as Jay. We've been able to talk to some of the other fighters out there, and also some of the fighters that are in some of the lower tiered organizations. And I mean, we were looking at an interview with Sarah McMahon today, for example, and for a female MMA fighter who's only been under the Zuffa banner for a year or two, I think she mentioned something like 86% of the female fighters are only going to get that $2,500 tier, which is totally unfair because you figure Sarah McMahon is a top 5 female fighter. and you got to figure that she demands a decent amount when it comes to sponsorship revenue. So I mean, originally the UFC was thinking about doing it tiered based on ranking, and then they pulled back, and then they said they're going to do it tiered based on how long the person's been under the Zuffa banner and how many fights they've had. I think there needs to be a happy medium where they can make it fair so that someone who is well accomplished and has time under the banner will get the correct amount of money, and I think they also need to open their pockets and make that money a little bit more. Having a first tier of only $2,500 is crazy. $2,500 is nothing. You know, I think that they should be starting at somewhere closer to $10,000 and capping somewhere closer to around like 80. And I think that if they could kind of stay in that range, I think that it'd be a lot more make the fighters a lot more happy and make a better case for themselves and draw the heat off themselves, obviously, because Reebok and the UFC are kind of eating it right now.
And I think one of the things that we should also throw into contention is the fact that if fighters put up fights like the one that Andrei put up this past weekend, why not throw in a bonus from a sponsor? I mean, a sponsor just got an incredible exposure, incredible performance. I mean, something everybody's talking about, right? All over the web, all over on the news. That's worth something, financially, I mean. And I think guys like Andrei should obviously be compensated for it. Jared, what do you think?
Guys, excuse me for a second. 1 second.
No problem, Andrei.
Okay.
What do you think?
You want me to ask your question?
Yeah.
Speak on it, Jared.
Okay. The UFC, the UFC and Reebok, however you want to call that, they're 10 years too early. They dropped the ball on this. The deal is going to work well for some, and it's going to suck for others. The guys who had good management, or at least good sponsorship management, are going to pay dearly for this. And the guys who did not get lined up with the right people, had management team out there that didn't do anything about sponsorship. This is their way of getting a guarantee, so they may be happy, but they really need to look at it and have a mixture of everything that they said they thought they might want to do. That's what they needed. So by the ranking portion of it, maybe that would have been right for the females, but yet for the males, maybe this is right, but the dollar amount's off. To me, you can't compare it to team sports, just like Jay said. And the best thing the UFC could have done to save face is to say, hey, guess what? We're going to a uniform, but what we're going to do is we're going to double all the pay, or we're going to give a 50% increase in all the pay, or whatever it was in their side of the budget. But guess what? You're going to wear Reebok. Instead of getting into this whole bracket and system and everything else, they could just negotiate new contracts and be done with it and say, you're going to wear this, and the side of sponsorship stuff is done. But again, I think that they're 5 to 10 years too early for this. But as long as Bellator is paying as low as they're paying for new fighters to come in, there still is no competition, and the UFC still reigns supreme. They can cut everybody's sponsorship, and you're still not even close to a normal fighter walking into an undercard of Bellator, making $1,000 to show, $1,000 to win. He can go out and get $6,000 in sponsors and still not get the show money from the UFC.
Totally. Hey, Christian, you want to weigh in on this one as well?
Yeah, absolutely. My thing is, listen, I remember when Andrei was fighting a couple years ago in Hawaii, and he was just sporting black trunks with absolutely no sponsors except the website, except his own website. And it's got to feel good now. Sorry?
Go ahead. What did you say?
And I paid for this website.
Exactly. You're just basically publicizing your own. So it's got to feel good now that, for the last fight particularly, all those sponsors jumped on board and were excited to sponsor you, Andrei. And for me as a fan, it was nice to see that you rebuilt from absolutely zero to where you were last Saturday, and it was amazing. And if this Reebok deal works out, or if it doesn't, time will tell. But right now, I thought that was really, really cool that it's come this far for you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is very exciting, guys. Let me jump into the chat room real quick. I'll go very lightning round questions, Andrei.
Lightning round. Lightning round. Be ready now.
And this is a last call as well, so prepare your questions if you have any. Andrei, do you have any pre-fight rituals? This is from Dorian Gray.
Pre-fight what?
Rituals.
What does it mean?
Rituals that
Habits.
Rituals?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
I mean, like spend time with my friends, have a good company, you know, and if you're in the mood to spend a couple hundred at the blackjack table.
The other question is, who is that kid that is with Andre? Andre, do you want to share who that kid that has been so patient with us this entire conversation?
This guy next to me, he's my son, and this is my biggest motivation.
Andre, how old is your son?
Biggest inspiration. Yeah.
He's gonna be 3.
And we had questions like this in the past, but I think it's on the topic. Would you ever want your son to be an MMA fighter?
No.
Do you think he's got the genes for it?
Not with the Reebok deal, he doesn't.
All right. Reebok is going to be Andre's sponsor as well, so we got to be nice here.
Yeah, guys, let's not talk about Reebok. No, not MMA fighter.
Andre had nothing to do with that. That's just me.
Yeah, no problem.
Reebok.
Andre, if you were, what got you motivated to be in the sport of MMA? What was your motivation to get in? What motivated you to be in MMA? Yep.
When I had first time in MMA, I wanted to be famous and I wanted to make some money. It was a great period in my MMA career. It was good. It was bad time. It was victories. It was losses. But now, of course, I just want to make money. I don't want to be famous anymore. I don't want to be on TV or whatever, magazines anymore. I just want to pay on it. Because with age, I can say it's like true or not, but for me it's more. I have like different priorities in my life. When I became older, it's totally different Andrei Arlovsky than I was, for example, 10 or 15 years ago.
Andre, what is your shoe size?
14.
That's a question from a female.
Actually, no, it's not.
You know what? Because I wanted to make a joke, but so I'm not gonna continue answering this question. Yeah.
Andre, is the backhand slap, right, that has now been quoted and called the pimp slap, right? So is that your signature move now?
Eric, I don't understand what you're talking about.
So the slap that you made with the backhand, right?
Yeah.
So they call it the pimp
backhand
slap.
or right.
Yeah, they call it the pimp slap. Pimp slap meaning you
Eric,
slap.
I mean, can you like move to the next question?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, I can do that.
Thank you.
Just so you know, Andre, people are getting votes up on this question. They're even calling you Pimp Arlovsky. All right, moving on. Andre, out of all the sports that are on TV today, what do you follow most?
Huh?
Out of all the sports on TV today, what sport do you follow most?
Hockey.
Hockey. Good.
Hockey.
That's easy. All right. If you were not an MMA fighter, what would you do?
Play hockey. I would love to play hockey. Or probably I'm gonna be a police officer in Belarus.
Andre, are you planning to travel to Belarus anytime soon?
Yes. Next month.
Andre, who do you look up to in MMA today?
Some names and I just you know what, I just like to have I just like to watch a good fight. One of them is gonna be McGregor, Verdum, Velasquez. I like my teammates, John Jones. I like John Dodson, Cowboy. You know, Carlos Condit. He's gonna fight this weekend. Definitely, it's gonna be good fights and yeah.
Andre, talking about John Jones, I know you don't want to go into the details, but let me phrase this question a little bit differently. obviously the public has one perception of John Jones. What is your opinion of John Jones from what you know? Do you think it matches the perception that people are putting out there?
Well, I'm sure he's gonna be a better and stronger fighter. And actually, I had a chance to kind of hang out with him a little bit more during the last camp, and he's smart, he's funny guy, and I just wish him as soon as possible to resolve all his legal problems, and I'm sure he's gonna come back stronger and better fighter and person too.
It would be interesting for him to see him fight again and take back that title. That would be an interesting fight, to be honest with you.
I'm absolutely agree with you.
All right. Last round for you guys. I'll start with Christian. Christian, do you have any other questions or anything you want to say in closing?
Yeah, in closing, I just wanted to mention that I don't like the idea of a Mark Hunt fight. He's on a losing streak. I don't like the Stipe Miocic fight because he's one fight removed from a loss also. So I think, Andrei, you're in a prime position right now to hint at or even demand, if you can. You have like the power right now that you should be next in line, and hopefully you can push for that in some way. If not, if you do have to take another fight, the only one is Junior Dos Santos. That could make sense if he's ready. So push for it,
I'm ready.
man.
He's
That's
ready.
your title shot.
If he's ready.
What did you say, Andrei?
I just ask who's ready. He's ready or I ready. But I kind of disagree because I kind of was in the same position when I had four fights, lost 4 fights in a row, and people think, oh, maybe he's not good for this one, maybe he's not good for that fighter. In heavyweight division, it might be like finished by everything by one punch or kicks. I knew that Trey was gonna throw some left hook or straight right, or right uppercut, and actually he caught me with right hook. And deep inside, I knew, because I practiced all the fucking camp, I need to keep my hands up. And for some reason, I kind of was lazy a little bit. I don't know why I dropped my hands. Maybe I was became a little bit not cocky, became a little bit more over confident, and it happens. And actually, I saw my fight against Travis many times already, and who knows if I didn't hurt Travis before he caught me with a right hook, he might have finished the fight. You never know. So it's a tricky situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Christian, anything else?
No, just one quick thing is about the Travis fight is he came out and took a low stance and almost karate-esque, but almost the low stance was almost if he was expecting you to shoot. Do you think that maybe a Greg Jackson game plan would have been better for him, because he did not seem to take the right approach to that at all? Do you think he's going to come back?
To Greg Jackson?
To Greg Jackson, yeah.
I have no idea. But about his white stand, be honest with you, I can tell right now the idea was, if I had the opportunity to take him down, it was a plan.
Oh, wow. Okay, thank you.
Hey, Jared, how about you?
Travis, he's a smart guy, and his coach is a kind of saw that, so that's why.
Okay.
Jared, anything closing for you?
Let's say beer of choice.
Nice question.
What options? Name it.
What? No. What is your beer of choice when you're not? We're not in full training mode.
If it's bottled, I really like Taj Mahal. If it's craft, I don't know, Moon probably. I like the white wheat beer.
Okay.
So Blue Moon, with or without the orange?
Of course it is.
He said, of course, man. Yeah, yeah. So
And not just one piece. I ask all the time better to bring more than two.
okay.
Oh yeah. Double fist.
All right, Jared. Good having you on the chat. Joe, anything in closing?
Yeah, really quick. I wanted to get, and again, I apologize if it's been asked, but I wanted to get Andrei's opinion on what Daniel Cormier said after he won the belt. Obviously, John beat him.
That's why I said definitely it's going to be a very interesting fight. You know, it's nothing against Daniel, but come on, he beat him once. He took him down press conference before the fight. So, you know, it's
Okay, you can say it. He's going to pay for it.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You heard that, Marcos? He's going to pay for it.
Yeah. I was personally irritated. I thought it was such a jackass move. He had a platform to establish his own legacy for a moment, and all he can do is reflect back on his loss. The guy that beat him. The guy can't even fight right now. You don't call out a guy that can't even fight right now.
Yeah.
And guys, be honest with you, Anthony Rumble Johnson, he did a great job. I think he was cut. You know, you never know. It's a fight was going like in the fourth or fifth round. I don't know. He threw like a lot of kicks, a lot of punches, and it was a good fight. It was a good fight, and I think that Daniel Cormier won. He beat Anthony Rumble Johnson. It's definitely it's much better, and it's going to be less pressure for John Jones when he's going to come back to UFC.
Mm-hmm.
Can I add on one thing to that?
Of course.
Andre, do you consider the belt that Daniel Cormier has the real belt, or do you kind of consider that an interim belt?
I probably would say it's fucking interim. Be honest with you.
Interim. Do you hear that, Joe?
Be honest with you,
Interim.
but Daniel, he's a great fighter. If he's gonna train, if something miracle gonna happen, he's gonna train even harder. He's gonna defend his title couple fights before John's gonna back to UFC. It might be different story. Don't understand me wrong, but at this point, and I don't know. I think it's pretty much what is in my head right now. It's interim belt.
Thanks, Andre.
All right, guys, back to you. Let you wrap it up.
All right, so I have two questions for you, and kind of because Jared brought it up earlier, and also because of something that you said, Andre. Back to the old days with Tim Sylvia. You mentioned he was your enemy, and then you said back then. What do you think of what's become of him now? What is it, like over 400 pounds?
For Tim Sylvia?
Yeah.
Look at his face.
I don't know. I think he's a police officer right now in his home, and he's okay probably. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But 400 doesn't sound like really good, really healthy. But yeah.
All right, and the last.
I already gained like 4 or 5 pounds, you know, like for pretty much last few days, and yeah.
Yeah, you gained a couple of pounds, but I mean, come on, I mean this. That guy. Okay, so we'll leave Tim Sylvia alone. I hope he's doing well in his hometown and being a cop. He's protect and serve and everything else, and I'm sure he's a great person. But as far as his MMA career, he kind of not sure what happened, but wasn't sure if how you felt about that. And I kind of brought it up to Eric earlier, so we're gonna bring it up again right now. Now, Andre, I'm not sure if you're aware, but Sam here is an MMA fighter with a pro record, 3-0.
Sold. Anytime.
All 3 by TKO or KO, or is it all KO?
Yeah, it's all KO.
All KO, all knockouts. He does damage. But what he needs right now, he has a fight July 25th here in Charleston, South Carolina. So while I have your attention, I want to ask if you think you can come down to see Sam's fight and possibly even be a training partner for a little while.
I'm not sure about training partner, but we can talk about just to come to visit him and
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
we
take care of you.
that would
we
be
can
awesome.
Actually, if I'm not gonna be in the camp, if I'm gonna be in country, I don't think any problem is gonna be to come and watch and support.
Oh man,
That would
that'd
be
be
awesome, Andre. Thanks so much.
I'm the main event too.
Yeah, he's the main event. And he's practicing that overright, backhand overright
Yeah,
every day
it's
now.
called the pimp slap now. What I understand.
Yeah.
I've been practicing the pimp slap right away.
So guys,
What's up now?
Yeah, I just want to jump in that I want to wrap up the contest. If anybody is buying a T-shirt, and I see a lot of sales going through the store, but if anybody's going to buy a T-shirt before we end this live video chat, we're going to include you guys in the raffle to be able to get a T-shirt signed. So 3 T-shirts will be signed out of all of them that are being ordered tonight. So good luck.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you, but my wife left, and I'm with my son, and he needs to go to sleep. So, guys, if you let me go, I will be really happy and really appreciate. Please.
No problem, man.
I'm ready to go, Andrei. What do you want to say in wrap up?
Guys, thank you very much for your question. I think it was the most amazing and the most fun live edition that I had in the past. But thank you very much. Let's talk about July 25th. And thank you for all your questions, guys. Thank you for all your support. And talk to you later. Talk to you soon. I mean.
Good night, Andrei. See ya.
Guys, thank you very much. Good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
That was awesome. Awesome live video chat, guys. We're gonna wrap up the live video broadcast as well.
Okay.
Anything you guys want to say in the wrap up? I mean, awesome fight, awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously, feedback from a lot of Andrei's fans. I don't know how you even wrap everything up. I mean, I'll let you guys do it.
I think we wrap it up by saying, because the fans have been lighting up the chat room. We got the guys in here asking questions. So there's a lot of people out there who probably want that autographed T-shirt. It's just T-shirts. Is that right, Eric?
Yeah.
It is just T-shirts, and I'm gonna up it up. I'm gonna say we're gonna do 10 signatures of the next hour after the live video chat. If people want to take a buy them,
there you go.
10 signatures.
Listen to that, 10. It went from 3 to 10.
Yeah, 3 to 10.
Order a T-shirt.
7 more.
Yeah. and you have a higher percentage chance of getting an autographed T-shirt from Andrei. So you order a shirt, and there's a chance when it comes home, delivered to your front doorstep, you open it up, and there's Andrei Arlovsky's
AndreiArlovsky.com
signature on it.
Yeah.
That's
Go to the
right.
website, buy a
That's
shirt
right.
now.
Well, we appreciate everybody
Thanks so much for
joining.
listening.
I appreciate you guys leading the show. We look forward to having another one in June, and hopefully we'll have some fight to announce by then. Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right.
Be looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.
Awesome night on the East Coast. Me on the West Coast. I still have a little bit of sun left. And Jared and everybody else, Christian, good to see you. Are you in Mexico still or no? Or are you in Canada? Mexico. Awesome.
Mexico.
Excellent. Actually, I might be visiting you soon, but I'll ping you once we decide. But great to see you, Jared. Thank you for joining the live video chat. Your questions were awesome. Feel free to come back anytime, buddy.
Hey man, I appreciate you guys having me on.
Nope.
For sure.
Yeah. Let us handle that. We'll just,
Jared, you missed it. Arlovsky said he's gonna come July 25th. He's gonna talk to us about it.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh sweet, so I can go ahead and announce that now. Thanks, man.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No, announce it. Yeah, we gotta talk about it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you very much again for all of you. I'm going to go ahead and close out the chat and the live broadcast.